Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please, if you're new here, subscribe, hit a ding 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 bell, and let's get started. And today we'll be having a very special guest, Mr. Lullaby Otto himself, and he'll be giving his deck list, on Kurappika. Anto, why don't you take it away from here? Everyone, today I have Mr. Anto here with a third place finish at the locals today. He's gonna go another second.
What you talking about? No.
Alright, so he's gonna go over the deck review on why he chose certain stuff, and let's begin with all this.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so go over it. So what are some staples that you run in these decks?
So, a lot of these are basically standard for a Kurappika deck. Some people vary in their choices to run. My personal tech choices, though, are running one Hisoka, and then 1/3/2 Leorio.
Talk to me, why would you run those combos? Why is that?
So a lot of people run two of the Hisokas. I personally only want to have one on board, and I don't really rely on the block and draw for it because I have three Leorios, and most of the time they're not going to block the 4/1 Leorio. Most of the time they're just going to let you draw. Plus this becomes a 5,000, so it synergizes very well with your 2/1 Kurappika, which gives this impact, and then you get the draw off of it. Hisoka late game though does come in handy, especially now that everyone is running the Renji Rush. A lot of the times they're not raiding in any of those raid characters, so it's just literally a 4K body. It doesn't do anything else. So if you can force them to block, you get the draw and you get to remove a threat. Normally I'll play the Hisoka. I'll swing with the Hisoka first after removing a 4K from the field. That way they're more likely to block with a 4K.
Alright.
The other tech choice is the 3/2 Leorio. I run it purely because everyone is holding on to their Getsugos to get rid of him. So I've now changed my playstyle to play him as basically a removal.
Right.
Because I expect him to be gone next turn.
Right.
I don't expect him to be on the field as much. So for me, I literally play the game around this Kurappika, this 5 energy, Leorio, and then the 3/1 Kurappikas as 4K bodies.
Right.
Those are literally what I play around, and then when I want to remove something dangerous and draw out a removal from them, I'm a plop this. I'm a plop this.
Of course.
It's
Slap them down?
it's a momentum shift for me, honestly. Like
Gotcha.
it just changes the momentum of the game for me personally. And if they don't have a removal and I look out and it stays on the board next turn, well, hey, like, great luck. But after we bait out all the removals, once you get into the late game, when it's neck and neck, if you hold on to this into your hand, and you have 3 or 4 of these removed, and all you need is the one snipe, bro, you play this.
Comes in clutch.
You get them back. You still have one action point, so if your mana is already set up for it, you just drop it, boom, end the game. If you don't, you play the Hunter's License, right? You restand your mana, then you play the Kurappika that you need to, and then done deal. A lot of people, I was watching a video the other day, and someone was reviewing my deck from the Eggman tournament event, and they were saying that I was confused for running 2 of Netero and 2 of Leorio.
Really?
They're like, I don't know why he's running 2/2. Maybe he got confused. I'll let you know. Personally, I like Leorio, but I only like 2 of him. He's good for the early curve. That way I can get my mana early, and then obviously to play with the. Am I missing?
There you go.
And obviously to play with the Zephyl, right? You bounce it back, get another draw and everything like that. But once you come late game, I don't really want to be playing this on the field just to get 2 mana and then bounce something back, right? Because normally I have the Kurappika down there. I don't want to get rid of that.
Right.
The Netero is for me to ramp up early because I'm playing greedy. I'm playing, I think, 10 0 drops. So it's literally for me to play the Satos, ramp up to 2, play the Netero, That way I'm secure and I get that 2 energy back next turn and play whatever 3 costs I need, normally being a Basho in the front line. That way I can step down after it blocks, or to play a Kurappika. There's a reason and rhyme for me running 2 and 2, and there's a reason why it worked in the tournament, right? Right?
Nice.
Now, I love this card. I play around this card the most. This might be my favorite card in the deck. Next to this, these are my 2 favorite cards.
For sure. Staples.
You want to get this out early, that way you can threaten the early removals. You threaten the early removals, you threaten the early damage. One thing that a lot of Kurappika players in the mirror match don't understand is you want that early damage as green. We already understand you're going to try and set up the mana and everything in the back line. You need that early damage, so you want to move up early, go first. If you have the perfect hand, move them up, take that early damage. And as you keep slowly dwindling them down, you have so many cards that have impact that they start to panic, they get flustered, they start making wrong decisions and everything like that. But I still think this is a tier 1, tier 0 deck personally. The Renji Rush is cool. I got to play the homie today, super close. I think officially now, if it's Kurappika versus Renji, whoever goes first matters. whoever goes first matters. If you see the cards you want and you go first against each other, that person's gonna win again.
Gotcha. Question for you: any struggles against any deck so far with this deck?
Again, the only struggle I really see as I've been learning to play the game is purple bleach just in general, just because they have a lot of removal, which is why I beefed up the deck with a lot of impact and a lot of kill potential, because if they keep burning these removals on some of these early small ones that have impact, the bigger ones are going to be there later, and vice versa. If they do the big ones, if I drop a Neon and then I find the Leorio, that turn I can pay 1 action point and still close out the game. So there's just a lot of opportunities for me.
Damn, what was that lady about?
I have no idea, bro. The removal's annoying, but honestly, if you remove a lot of their scry cards like the Rukia that attacks to get stuff in the trash, and they don't have that much trash in there, the Byakuya matchup is asleep, bro. The Byakuya matchup, I don't know why people are so scared about it. I honestly think the bans hit it. The Renji matchup, though, a little tough because it is still a slow deck. No matter how fast you try to play, it is still a little slow. But that would be the hardest matchup as of right now for me personally.
Gotcha. Go. Congrats on your finish today, man.
Hey, thank you. Catch you guys later.